Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the GM. It is your guy, Boulanger, and up next on the GM, the coaching carousel. Do me a quick favor, hit like. If it is your first time checking out the GM, hit subscribe. Also, hit the notification bell so that you get updates when we upload new content. Let's talk about it. Let me be truthful. I don't really want to talk about the entire coaching carousel. In fact, I just want to talk about how the coaching carousel, all of these new head coaching positions impact the Baltimore Ravens. And not even all the Baltimore assistants who've had requests for interviews, just Mike McDonald. You see, one of the subscribers put in a comment when I talked about Mike McDonald had coached himself out of Baltimore. Said, "Hey, the Baltimore Ravens are going to make Mike McDonald, John Harbaugh's successor." And on premise, I would love for that to happen, but I don't believe that Mike McDonald is going to wait around for the Baltimore Ravens to see John Harbaugh ride off into the sunset, unless that happens this year, to take a head coaching job. There will be numerous, and there are already numerous teams reaching out to the Baltimore Ravens requesting Mike McDonald's um, attention. Okay. Now I know that not the Ravens, but the Panthers have reached out. I think the Chargers may have be interested. I think the Commanders may be interested, so on and so forth. And so personally, this is a plan of action for the Baltimore Ravens. I would like the Baltimore Ravens to have a conversation right now between John Harbaugh, Mike McDaniel, um, the owner, and the GM right now and say, look, if we win the Super Bowl, Mike McDonald, you're the successor this year, this offseason. You see, because if that conversation doesn't happen, Mike McDonald, who is, I think, not even 40 years old yet, is a young, talented coach who can absolutely coach defense. And I think he has an ability to add a offensive coordinator if he took a head coaching position that would maximize whatever team he goes to. I think he is that smart because when you take in consideration what he has done with this Baltimore Ravens defense. Okay. Number one, the Baltimore Ravens do not have a number one pass rusher, right? But he's coached this defense with a 30-year-old Jadeveon Clowney who has not ever played a full season, and he's played a full season. And Jadeveon Clowney, I think, has 7.5, 8 sacks. It took a Calvin Noy who was on the couch and put him in position to be successful, right? Took a Justin Metabuke, right? And coached him to a breakout season, put him in position to have a breakout season to the tune of 13 sacks. I want you to listen to those numbers for those guys. One guy on the couch, Van Noy, Jadeveon Clowney. I'm not even sure if he's ever had 8 sacks in his career before. And then Justin Metabuke leads the team with 13, all under Mike McDonald's leadership, right? uh, Took Roquan Smith and Patrick Queen, paired them together to make them the best linebacking duo in the entire league. He took a secondary who began the year and has had some supplemental parts all year long and made them one of the best defensive backfields in the entire league. I understand that there are position coaches, interior defensive line coaches, there are outside linebacker coaches, secondary coaches, but they've all been under Mike McDonald's leadership. Think about it. Started this season, Marlon Humphrey was not available. Marcus Williams goes down, puts Geno Stone in position to collect 7 interceptions and be a fringe Pro Bowl player, which means Geno Stone will sign a big check from another team this offseason. Took Brandon Stevens, right, and made him, I believe, a fringe Pro Bowl player. I mean, think about it. Has used Kyle Hamilton in such a way where Kyle Hamilton, which I predicted, is a top safety in the entire league, not just in the AFC, but in the entire league, to the tune of earning all pro credentials. This is done all under Mike McDonald's leadership in just 2 seasons. The Baltimore Ravens sit as one of the top three defenses in the entire league. And depending upon the way you do the metrics, they're the number one defense in the entire league. Look at the teams he faced off against this season and made them look less than average. When the Detroit Lions came to town, what did Mike McDonald and his scheme do? Shut down Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions. When we faced off against the Cincinnati Bengals earlier in the season, made them look less than average. When we faced off against the unbeatable San Francisco 49ers and that offense with Christian McCaffrey and Debo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk and George Kittles and 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 the MVP candidate and Brock Purdy, made them look subpar. When we faced off against a high flying Miami Dolphins team, even with Jalen Waddle being hurt, we still made them look less than average. And this is all under Mike McDonald's leadership. And I think that makes him a head coaching candidate. And if I'm honest, I think that he should be the head coach of the Baltimore Ravens in 2024. If Baltimore wants to continue the trend of winning and success, keep this guy in house. He's a defensive genius. He will be able to select coaches to put on the defense side of the ball, and he will be able to keep an offense coaching staff intact to make this offense continue to go. Baltimore Ravens, John Harbaugh, Ravens Nation, this is what we need going forward. I believe John Harbaugh is over 60, which means he's closer to the end of his career than he is the beginning. Mike McDonald is just now starting. Let's make that transition after we win the Super Bowl and make Mike McDonald the head coach of the Baltimore Ravens. I'm out.